Hello and welcome again to another episode of the Long Gone Loose Rock Show. Today we're going to talk about, a specific record that was released by one of my all-time favourite bands, the Hard-Ons. So they're about to release a brand new album, and from the first single that they released, Apartment for Two, the album is going to be absolutely killer. So it comes out in June, so do yourself a favour and jump onto Cheer Squad Records Bandcamp page and grab yourself a copy of that. There's a few variants there that you can choose from, but I want to talk about the previous album, which is this one here, I'm Sorry Sir That Riff's Been Taken. Now, this particular edition, I ended up pre-ordering the album as soon as it came out. I've been a fan of the Hard-Ons since late 88, and it was when I discovered the Smell My Finger EP. I've talked about this plenty of times. It was at that moment that I realised that the Hard-Ons were the greatest Australian band of all time. Now, I put an asterisk next to that because we all know that AC/DC probably are. But for me, the Hard-Ons are where it's at. So this album came out. Now, I jumped online, I bought a bunch of variants of the record because I play Hard-Ons records all the time. They're one band that I will just constantly listen to on repeat, day in, day out. I love this band just like people love the Beatles or the Rolling Stones or whatever. Like the Hard-Ons is my band. Like I've been that big a fan forever that I've gotten to know the guys quite well over the years. My old band has played shows with them, and my new band is actually opening for them at the Brunswick Ballroom on June 24th with the reformed Nursery Crimes, which I'm pretty damn excited about because they're incredible, and one of my all-time favourite pop-punk Australian bands as well. It's like our version of The Descendants, if you will. And also Boom Boom Kid from Argentina are also jumping on that bill. So that's pretty damn exciting. That's going to be a chock-full pop-punk extravaganza. So if you do love pop-punk, head on down to the Brunswick Ballroom on June 24th and get yourself a dose of awesomeness. But anyway, like I said, I've become friends with the band over the years, and I've shelled out X amount of dollars on this band because I don't miss a show. I've gotten on stage and I've sang with the band. They're my band, and I've just always been a huge fan. Out of the blue one day, the bass player Ray sent me an email and said that he would like to send me something, and what is my address. So I gave him my address, and this turned up in the mail. Now, it's what they called Friends of the Band edition. Now, this was only limited to 35 copies. You can see the hype sticker there. It says Splatter Vinyl. Now, it's not really splatter, but it looks freaking awesome. It comes with a certificate. This is mine, 31 of 35, signed by the band. So that's pretty cool. I really should get this frame. You remember how, like, you know, there would always be, when you would sign up for, like, you know, the Kiss Army or whatever, there was always like a certificate suitable for framing. I wonder if people ever did that. I think I've said that in these videos before, but I have a certificate that's suitable for framing, and I think I need to get it framed quite soon. But anyway, 31 of 35. Pretty awesome. So the album itself, let's have a look here. So as you can see, the Ode to Buzzcocks record design there, done by Rusty, aka Russell Hopkinson, from the band UMI, who was also in the band Cremator, who were freaking awesome waterfront band. Had an EP called Homestyle Surgery, where they do a killer version of Devil Went Down to Georgia, but that's another video for another time. And also was the drummer of Nursery Crimes, who are playing, but not with him, but are playing at this show in June 24th. So here's your inner sleeve, which, as you can see, it's all the lyrics one side, then Blackie's SG on the other. But this is where it looks really sweet, and that is this beautiful looking color. Like, look at this color. How good is that? So I love this variant. And yeah, this wasn't even on Discogs until I uploaded it. So out of the 35 people that owned a copy, none of them had uploaded this variant to Discogs, but it's there now. So if you do have one of the other 34 copies, you can now add it to your collection, because I have put all the details there on Discogs. So beautiful looking record, fantastic album. This record, to me, I would say is equally as good as Love is a Battlefield of Broken Hearts, which is my favorite Hard-Ons record. So that would mean that this one is one of my favorites too, and it is. The songwriting on this album is fantastic. Like, it really, really is. Blackie, Tim, and even Murray gets a writing credit on this one, have done a stellar job on the songwriting in this one. It's such a good record, and I really hope, if you've never heard it, that you listen to it. If you like your sweeter sounding Hard-On stuff, listen to the song Needles and Pins. Beautiful, like, I guess, power pop tune. Or listen to Hold Tight. But then if you like the harder punker stuff, then, listen to the songs like, Fucked Up Party or Shoot Me in the Back. There you go. There's the song titles there so that you can check that out. So I don't know which way looks best for you, but there you go. But yeah, check out this record. It's still available. Go to Cheer Squad Records at bandcamp.com and pick yourself up a copy, because it's phenomenal. It really, really is. But you can listen to the whole thing first, and you will see that this is an incredible record. It really is. So this is the Friends of the Band edition, limited to 35 copies, and I wanted to share that with you because, yeah, I guess there's a few diehard Hard-Ons fans out there who've never actually seen this copy, or this variant, I should say. But yeah, the Hard-Ons, definitely, in my opinion, Australia's greatest punk band of all time. And I know people will sit there and go, oh, but what about the Saints and Radio Birdman? I love those bands. I really do. The Hard-Ons are just better. But anyway, thank you once again for joining me on this quick version of the Long Gone News of Rock show. Go out and buy some records. Buy this one. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.